Now, seahorses used to be really common on both the Atlantic and Pacific coasts of the Americas. So today we're going to talk a little bit about why the seahorse is disappearing and why we might want to be concerned about that.
I was working in the Department of Education, and it was very fulfilling working with young people and really getting to pass on knowledge, but specifically my interest is in biology and chemistry and the environment. And so I was constantly looking for a way to try to apply those loves to an educational context. And so this allows me to act not only in husbandry, raising the seahorses and helping them to breed, but also to pass on a lot of this conservation knowledge that I felt like I was not really able to impart to the best of my abilities when I was in the educational system.
The seahorse, you'll find, is moving using only its fins. So it gets all of its forward propulsion by undulating that big dorsal fin on its back. Now, because these seahorses are fish, that means they breathe using gills. Those gills are actually on the inside of their head, so they suck water in through their snout, pass it over those gills, and you'll find the excess water jets out of a pair of gill slits on the top.
These are the standpipes that run in our brood stock line and with our hatchery. So if any algae grows on these, that algae could be a place that parasites could latch on. And so we want to make sure that there's really a slick, totally clean surface so that we don't have any parasites living in our hatchery. That's what we try to have be our most sterile place at the farm. And you can see that I've got a really high-tech way of holding my pipes here.
Now, you probably already heard that we have fished about 90% of the fish out of our oceans in the past 50 years. So the question becomes, how long will that last 10% last us as a human population?
People like me who are at a very impressionable, formative time in our lives are really getting the sense that this is something that is not only doable, but it's something that can be doable with an incredible amount of success. It's an incredible guiding light for those of us who are afraid to take risks. And especially when those risks have a payoff that's not just personal, but one that's communal and it's really global. And it shows me that there's a whole lot more to life than just pursuing what's best for the individual.
Here at Ocean Rider, we are endangered species conservationists above all, and every animal in this room is being raised in what's called a gene bank. We're learning how to breed them, how to raise their fry, so that one day, when legislation is in place to protect these animals in the oceans, we can begin restocking these seas with every one of these incredible creatures.
Craig and Carol are kind of this synthesis of practical knowledge, drive, and just an unbelievable kind of entrepreneurial spirit in terms of pushing things into pretty uncharted territories in terms of conservation while making that a worthwhile economical pursuit. I'm hoping that this story spreading will be something that shows people everywhere if we all take that little bit, just a little grain of working for the world, that we can make this world a much better place.